Just 1 second there, guys. Fix this up a little bit. There we go. Click onto the Facebook group, see what's going on with them. And there we are. Here I am, guys. Coffee with Cam, 10 o'clock in the morning. Greatness starts with the first sip. No idea where things are going to go today. No plan on my way in. Just wanted to be here with all of you guys as I am every day, because the more I speak, the better I become at speaking, and the more my message will resonate with everybody that hears it. And of course, the more people that will want to hear it. But it's been quite a day. Woke up this morning, got my 5 mile walk in, got about 2/3 of the way there when I realized, oh crap, I forgot to put my watch on. And it's like, eh, it is what it is. Like, I'm not into quantifiable numbers anyways, and it's just a reminder. It says I don't need the streaks or the fame or the laudits of getting some kind of virtual medal for walking 15,000 steps every day, as long as I walk the 15,000 steps every day. It's not about intrinsic value for anything. It's about becoming a better version of myself each and every day. And it's about being inspirational. It's about putting my thoughts and efforts into being people like Roger Bannister, 4 Minute Mile, Jim Abbott, the one-handed pitcher for the Yankees and Angels, pitched a new no-hitter after being born with no right hand. Then there was Cliff Young, of course, the fantastic story of the 63-year-old sheep farmer from Australia who won that marathon race from Melbourne to Sydney at 63, even though he'd never trained a day in his life to run. He just ran. Fuck around and find out. Or Joe freaking Sims, who was left for dead in the crevasse and chopped off his arm and managed to crawl back to safety and tell his story through touching the void. It's all about what's possible, going beyond what you think is normal in society. And the way that you do that is becoming a better version of yourself each and every day, and focusing on greatness instead of the mundane or judgment or control. It's being the best you can be, despite what anybody else says, and basically ignoring what anybody else says. That's why I threw out the dancing monkey. And if you're on Facebook, you can see the dancing monkey. He's with me today, as always, and will be going forward because, well, everybody loves the dancing monkey. And yeah, I'm seeing that transformation. I'm about 16, I guess today's day 16 of this second 8 weeks to anything program. And the transformation, I'm about 2/3 of the way through month 2 as to where I was the first time around. And it's coming back, and I'm getting better and better. And my mindset is completely different this time. I'm not matter trying to change matter. I'm not doing this out of bile and spite or trying to garner a YouTube following or get eyeballs on my message. I'm just doing this because it's what aligns with my way of thinking right now. And if I can inspire anybody to take those steps in their own life, then I've won. And it's not about getting 1 million followers on YouTube or $1 million in the bank. It's about inspiring people each and every day to become a better version of themselves. And it doesn't matter what it is that you're passionate about, as long as you're following your passion, following your dreams, doing what makes you happy each and every day. Because to live your best life, you have to do that despite of what your neighbors might think or say about you, despite what your family might think, despite if you're acting a completely different way than you have in your entire life up until now. It's about here and now. It's about all those choices that you've made before that have set you up to be right here, right now, where the future is full of limitless possibilities, and anything's possible. Hell, again, look at Cliff Young, the 63-year-old Australian that won that amazing distance marathon race. We're not talking 42 miles, we're talking like 2 months. And he crushed his nearest opponent by days. And these guys were trained athletes and marathoners that specialized in this kind of thing. And here's this sheep farmer that just says, meh, I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna race this race and we'll see what happens. I know my Australian accent sucks, and I'm sorry about that, guys, but you know, it's just having fun, fucking around and finding out. And what I really care about is trying to be a better version of myself each day, like these guys have been, like those guys that I mentioned earlier at the top of the hour. And I'm doing that each and every day. I'm making those choices, and I'm not worried about how people expect me to act because at the end of the day, I'm a different person than I was yesterday. And I'm a totally different person than I was a year ago. And I've given up control. I have set aside my ego, my way of being, and judgment. My way of being is no superior or inferior to anyone else's. If they take offense to the way that I'm responding to them in the here and now because I'm not that person that I was a year ago, then that's okay. They have to live their own journey. And my journey right now is about trying to inspire other people to create their dream life and go for their own happiness. And the only way that I can do that is becoming a better version of myself each day. And the best way that I can help them achieve their dream life is by working towards those goals instead of what people expect me to behave, how they expect me to behave, what they want me to do. If they take notice of what I'm actually doing and seeing the transformation that I'm creating, then they'll go forward, finding their own happiness, what makes them happy, doing that in the present moment each and every day, despite what anybody else thinks, and not judging anybody else, and not being envious of anybody else, just worrying about the lessons that you're trying to learn or I'm trying to learn, and moving forward on that space with gratitude, appreciation, and universal tolerance. And it doesn't matter as long as you're not trying to control or manipulate anybody else on your path, because everybody and every situation is just a reflection of what you've put out by your own personal choices, thoughts, beliefs, behaviors, and actions. And it's my duty, at least, and I'm not saying that I'm right. My way of being isn't any superior or inferior to anybody else's, but in my mind and in my way of being, all the childhood trauma, all the bullying that I've experienced in life, it's all set me up to be grateful to be able to do this. Because if I'd had an easy life, there's no way that I'd be sitting here right now trying to improve myself because I'd be stuck in, I guess, what you'd call the matrix, worrying about what society dictates, worrying about social norms, etiquette, behaviors, trying to strive for what society says should make me happy instead of reaching towards my own happiness, and which is in trying to inspire others to take that journey themselves and living their best life. And I love it. And each day, my energy's improving. I can feel the vibrations in my body. Words are coming easier. Yeah, sure. I still get the butterflies in my stomach before I go on live with no script, no bullet points, and anything else. But I go through anyways and generally speak for about a half an hour. And again, whether it's for 5 minutes or 5 hours, it doesn't make a lick of difference. It's all the same. I'm honing my abilities. I'm becoming a better version of myself each and every day. And I'm seeing the results when I look in the mirror. I'm hearing the results when I listen to the replay on YouTube. And it's fantastic. And I don't care what anybody else thinks. And I'm going to keep doing this. And the universe is going to provide me with the resources to continue doing this and reaching more and more people as I continue to improve myself. And as I improve myself in social intercourse, I'll prove myself a more useful member to society. And the universe will allow me to further my message on a grander stage. And that's what it's all about. Taking those repetitive baby steps in the beginning to expand your mind to the possibility where anything is possible. And after this next 8 weeks to anything, probably around New Year's time, I'll do the winter edition of 8 weeks to anything. It's just going forward each and every day, pivoting when life throws you a curveball, but still going through the motions, doing what you need to do, reprogramming your beliefs, opening up your mind to possibilities, and letting go of the judgment, resentment, bitterness, jealousy, and all that stuff. It's all about gratitude, appreciation. And when you do that, the universe gives you more and more things to be grateful and appreciative of, and will give you new opportunities to expand your mind in different ways, in different settings. And that's what it's all about right now. That's where I am at in my life right now, is moving forward, living my best life in the best way that I know how, and trying to be in that competition with myself in order to create that sense of competition in everybody else, where they're not looking at me as a marker, they're looking at themselves as a marker. And that's what it's all about. I am trying to expose myself and my way of being to as many people as possible. And I'm not doing that by competing with anyone else, holding anybody else up as a reason to show them up, not holding myself as anybody that I'm aspiring to be, just trying to be a better version of myself than I was the day before. And I love it. And it's funny because Matt, when he was teaching class last night, phenomenal workshop. I've posted it in the community if you've got time to check it out. I completely recommend it because it was so heartfelt, so passionate, and it was all about surrendering to the process. And that's what I've been doing. And I've been shoving my ego aside. I've been pushing through the fear, striving towards my own greatness, and trying to create a better version of myself that is free of judgment, is free of envy, and has tossed out what societal norms say should make me happy. And I'm just living my life each and every day. And if I do things that upset people, that's on them. If they don't want to be around me because I don't behave in a certain way like I used to, that's okay as well, because I know within myself that people are going to take notice, and the people that need to hear my message will hear my message, and it will resonate with the right audience. And I'm just going to keep fucking around and finding out as the days persist and autumn fades into winter, because winter is coming. And oh man, it was chilly this morning. I had to put about 4 layers on before I went out for my morning walk. Probably why I forgot my watch. Even didn't even bother putting on the weighted vest today, but that was all good because I managed to push through in about 10 minutes quicker than usual. Felt so light, felt happy, felt grateful. Pushed through my workout routine as soon as I got back. Didn't even shut off my sweaty, stinky clothes. Just pushed through. Recorded my dancing monkey video. So if you got time to watch that later on today, highly recommend it because you gotta love the dancing monkey. And yeah, it's just been a great day. Got the weekend coming up. Gonna see friends, family, maybe cook some turkey, eat too much, have a couple of adult beverages. You never know. Because at the end of the day, it's all about what's being true to me in the moment. And I'm going to keep speaking each and every day for the rest of the week. I'm going to keep exercising each and every day. I'm going to keep posting the dancing monkeys every day. I'm going to continue making those baby steps each and every day in order to become a better version of myself. And I don't need to be Saruman of many colors that's gnawing at the end of old plots, trying to control other people to create the vision that they've had in the world. I'm just going to move forward, push forward, and believe that I can change myself. And by changing myself and I'm behaving in a way that's aligned with my own happiness, that's when I will inspire other people to go for their own happiness as well. And whether you go through motocross, oh, thanks, Dave, or if you go through weightlifting, or if you go become an author, a speaker, a coach, it's all the same stuff. It's all about being the best version of yourself. And yeah, I was kind of touched on Saruman and lost my train of thought. Yeah, it's part of going without bullet prints and just flying off the cuff. But yeah, I don't know if you guys are Lord of the Rings fans or not, but in Lord of the Rings, at the end of the Two Towers, Pippin's talking to Gandalf and asking, well, why did you make him that offer? He's been so cruel and mean to us all throughout it. And as Saruman and Gandalf said to Pippin that, well, he could have been so useful to society and going forward, there's much wisdom in him if he was willing to let go of his own vision of control and help the greater good. And that's what I've aspiring to do, is let go of my old way of thinking, my old vision of what needed to be, of what the results I wanted to have. It's not about that. It's about contributing each and every day towards a greater good. And my perspective is only my perspective. It's no superior or inferior to anyone else's. What I believe is unique to me. And that's the same as everybody else in the world. Our perceptions shape our reality. And I'm choosing to perceive a new reality and a new way of being, where competition isn't about being better than somebody else. It's about being better than yourself each and every day. And as more and more people learn that, and the only way they're going to learn that is by seeing me do it. And hopefully, as they see me progress, they'll be inspired to take those own first steps in their own journey of 1,000 miles. Because at the end of the day, it's that first step, pushing through that boundary, behaving in a different way. That's the hardest thing that you're ever going to do. And I love what I'm doing, and I love being here with all of you. So I'm going to wrap it up a little short today because my time is limited. I've got lots of things on the go and lots of different opportunities to explore and beliefs to explore and things to ruminate on. But I'm so grateful for being here with all of you guys today. And remember, at the end of the day, it's all about you. It's all about being a better version of yourself. And it's all about loving the process each and every day of what you're doing. And that's how you create the momentum. Because if you don't like what you're doing, you're going to remain stuck and you're going to be beating your head against the wall. But when you're doing what makes you happy, that's when you can keep going forward. That's when you can create momentum. That's when you can keep making progress. And I love it. And I'm enjoying it each and every day. And I'm so grateful for every one of you in this community that's been so supportive as I've changed my entire way of being, my entire philosophy of life. And you know, who I was is not who I am, and who I am is not who I will be. And that was the greatest lesson that I've ever learned. And I hope you've enjoyed some coffee with Cam today as I try to process all the emotions and beliefs in my own mind and move forward, crystallizing and honing my skills. Thanks a lot, guys. Have an awesome day.